Hello, Monsters Man here. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 22 of my... What's his name? Oh yeah, Nakai. Nakai the Wanderer campaign. Well, last time we almost taken out Skarsnik. If we could just get the Dwarves to destroy his last settlement, then that threat will be ended. Fingers crossed. Good. I've also got a bunch of skill points, which I'm not worried about. Blah, blah, blah. We'll just end the turn. I do have some mods installed now, including the fusion mod. So we've got some fusion of magic items going on, which I've sorted out before the episode, because it probably would have been quite boring to watch me just fuse them. But we have picked up a few more purple items, so that's nice. So we put them on characters and shit. This mod though doesn't allow you to get items from other factions. I might get the mod that lets you get items from other factions just because I think it's more fun. It's just more fun. What can I say? It's just more... Look, yeah, I might get Tyrion's sword, but fuck it. Tyrion's not using it. Probably. Blah, 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 blah. Ready? Okay, you didn't actually attack me, which is... But guys... Could you attack... Look, attack the one fucking settlement that... If you kill them... Good job. You have stopped the replenishment. If you kill them, then they won't be able to... They'll start taking damage, guys. Oh, God, you guys are the worst. God, you suck so much. Come on! Just one. Honestly, it's all I need is just one decent little assault. And you just continue to fail me. It's most disappointing. Okay, we have to be a little bit careful because they do have a lot of armies nearby. There's also this army. Yes, wait, which I don't really have an answer for. You know what? I'm going to worry about that in a second. We're going to concentrate over here. So, first things first. Let's grab this. Let's make them fear the day. Rule the day. They decided to start a war with me. And then Gorok. Do we want to attack? I think we should. Tell you what I need is some more boys. So if you build that one, you've got your lads now, haven't you? Good stuff. Let's do some of this. So. Get some Blessed Horned ones. Let's get a Blessed Carnosaur. Because that's always a bit of fun. Boop, boop. Alright. Shall we just go for it? I think we should just go for it. Fuck it, let's go for it. Let's wipe out... I don't know who this guy is, but whoever he is. They got laser defenses. This is what we do not want. Those lasers sting, and they also carve through your units. Ow. Okay, the poor Getblom Terror is actually having to fight off like a whole shit ton of Pegasus. Fortunately, reinforcements are on the way, he says. Nope, apparently he's going to deal this by himself. He's just eating a horde of flappy horses, with the Thunderous one just opening fire, assisting that way, because I'm not paying attention. Never mind, that's because I've managed to spawn in some Razordons behind the enemy artillery. So we are dealing with that. I was a bit worried about that, but they've left it completely undefended. There are actually some Knights of the Realm over here, but they are not moving to actually do anything about it. In comes the Whirlwinds. And with the Razordons' assistance, Getblom's Terror is actually going to be fine. Look at that. He's managed to deal with most of the Pegasus. Okay, most of our towers managed to reach the wall. We did lose one, which took out a little bit of a unit with them, and then the lasers killed some more, because apparently lizards are weak to being lasered directly in the face. Which is, you know, fair enough, really. Okay, we need to take the walls and stop this laser firepower. It's too much. We can't win the siege with lasers of that magnitude. So, take him out. Also, we've got this guy. He's got a fork. Maybe we just interrupted his dinner. I don't know who he is. He's probably fine. We'll send Gorok to go and just kick the shit out of him. Managed to rout a bunch of their archers as Osiris take the walls. They've got even more archers, though. And the Colossadon Hunters have managed to knock out all of the trebuchets, so we don't have to worry about them. Under a little bit of fire, but that's fine. And reinforcements have arrived. We sent the Blessed Horned ones to take out this gate, ready for their arrival. Okay, looks like Gorok is easily winning this duel against the Fork Man. He's getting his face wrecked. He does have some assistance. Pegasus Knights, Foot Squires. It's not going to be enough. Oh. Yeah. Nope. He's getting his head kicked in. Don't know who he is. Also, we get hit him with Curse of Anra here. So, his melee defense is garbage. And he's now surrounded by angry Saurus warriors. And as you can see, that's not having... Yeah, he is getting his ass kicked. God, I hate it when the sound disappears. There we go, that's better. And... Well, I don't know who he was, but he's dead now, so... His turkey's dead too. Okay, we're pushing the infantry back. Trying to head up these stairs. Blessed Horned ones through the gate and have engaged a unit of Knights of the Realm. Now the Knights of the Realm do have anti-large, but don't seem to be doing very well. How much bonus large? Only 10. I mean, it's not a lot, is it? Considering that the Blessed Horned ones have 78 weapon strength compared to the Knights of the Realm 37. It's, you know, they are going to go down pretty hard. And here comes our reinforcements, led by Hikwana. Just need to break through these men-at-arms. Which should not be particularly difficult, because they're not particularly good. Look at these guys. They are getting absolutely wrecked by our Saurus warriors. Have spawned in some Razordons to help out, just sort of like deal with some of these units up here. They are going to get charged by Foot Squires, but that's drawing attention away. Our reinforcements have arrived. And those Knights of the Realm, yeah, they got deaded. The Colossadon Hunters arrived to help out as well. And a few reinforcements trying to come back to save the day. Too late, too little. The Bretonnians are in full retreats, pretty much across the board. There's not many left. There's certainly not enough to stop the three-pronged assault that's currently occurring as we attack from this direction, and this direction, and head up towards the city centre, but it's not required as the enemy army flees the battle. brutal battle, but no one important died. So that's good. These guys dead yet? No, there's like one. Helena La Merchel. Need to kill that. Okay, now we've got 2 armies up here. He says, with 1 army. But we can make that better. You know what? I'll get a couple of temple guards. We've got some dinos. It just makes sense, doesn't it? It just makes sense. You can be a blade master. And then also we can get from Gorok. We can give you a skink oracle. No, we're going to give you a skink priest who's going to be uncompromising. And nope. And that one. Okay, then a skink oracle. What do I like? Humble? Yeah. Strong? Aggressive. Oh, I guess you. Okay, we put those in the army. Your army is good to go in 2 turns. You should be fine here. So then Gorok can head in this direction to go and finish off the vampires. Go bop those. Then we just need to deal with Rakarth and then Marcus. And jobs are good. And have we met these guys yet? No, not yet. Okay, back to this clusterfuck. Right, it's just a little bit of a holiday, really, wasn't it? Right, what are we going to do here? Are we going to... I need to deal with you. Your army is mostly garbage. I am very tempted to get rid of the ancient salamanders and just get more terror. You know what? Let's fucking do it. Let's just fucking do it. Pterodons. What are they? 150 each. Dirt cheap. Dirt fucking cheap. Jesus. You know, we've got a little ground force. That's pretty much all we need. Alright, Cricket, you're going to come in this direction. We need to bop you, but if the dwarves aren't going to finish off Skarsnik, I really need someone to get over there and do something about that. I could go Foe Seeker. You can then Wound Maker. I want to keep you. Know, currently, you're an ancient Stegodon, and I'm thinking probably let's keep you on the Ripperdaxel because that just seems better. So let's keep you on that one. Let's keep you there. Do you know what? Chain Lightning. Oh, double Chain Lightning. Very nice. And you're on a Pterodon, which is great. And then we can maneuver armies to deal with this little problem. Who can get in on this? Can you get on in this? I don't think you can. I might need to march you, which means you're going to be tired. Which isn't ideal. But that's fine. What do you have? A bunch of Cyrus. Well, obviously it makes sense to get the Jungle Dominion then. And we'll do the thingy-majig of thingy-majig. What do you have? Oh, God, so many skills. Spell resistance. Don't have more leadership. How about that? You, I don't care about. Gorok. You can have. You've already got 92 melee defense. Let's give you more health. And I just like Curse of Anra here. Okay, no one else? All good? I hope. Probably. That's fine. Right, let's go and attack this guy. That's going to cause an almighty ruck. So we have 3 armies. They have 4 armies. Squidge had to march, didn't he? So we will put him on AI control. And that way we can have all the armies. So that's fun. I mean, there's a high chance of his army getting murdered, but... oh well. Oh, good start. Taking some chunks out of the initial enemy force. They do have reinforcements coming in from this side, an army, and it's War. And over here we have the War of this army also joining the fights, coming in from this direction over here. Our reinforcements will turn up fairly soon. We're just running away from Morglom here. Now, at some point, I think I actually managed to move. Yeah, I don't know how I managed to do that, but I managed to move the reinforcements over to here. I don't know if you didn't know this. If you just click the reinforcement marker, you can move it, and depending on where you move it to, obviously reinforcements will take longer or short. So I could leave them here, but obviously it'll take longer for them to arrive. So I'll put them over here to get them back up again. We do have the enemy general, Morglum, currently coming to say hello. Obviously this is not a particularly great position for him to be in, because he is getting absolutely destroyed by the concentrated missile fire. So we summon in some more Razordons to make sure that his stay is as unpleasant as possible. Just stand still, you shit. There we go. Now hit him. Everything we got. Hit him with everything we got. Yeah, you might hit the Sacred Croxagore, but to be honest, I'm more than happy to give them a little bit of damage in return for killing the enemy war boss. Yep, he is not having a good time. He's going down. Okay, reinforcements are alright. We do have the whirlwinds going off here. This is going to do quite a bit of damage as these infantry are lovely. And oh, look at this. Lovely and sort of like bunched up. That's exactly what we need. And yep, that is going to do some significant damage to those reinforcements as they make their way towards us. Some of those units already starting to waver. Another enemy warlord has arrived. The Greenskins are throwing themselves against our Saurus bulwark. So far, though, they are not having a particularly good time. Not sure that's where I would have put that banishment, but it seems to be paying off. Obviously, the other reinforcements under AI control. So, unfortunately, we can't do much about them. We just have to just let them do their thing and hope for the best. A nice little laser right through these Savage Orc Biggins. Of course, they do not have much in the way of defenses apart from physical resistance, and I'm fairly sure an ion cannon counts as magical attacks, so God, these big greenskin fights, they're quite draining. Surrounded by night goblins there, only momentarily, because there goes a comet. Reducing into jam, and a lot of the greenskins are now in full retreat. Meanwhile, our cavalry have been in the trees, taking out a bunch of missile units that were hiding there. Without any melee assistance, they're just going to get completely destroyed. Charged from all directions. Looks like orcs and goblins getting destroyed. Unable to do the little ambush from the trees. Okay, most of the enemy army is in full retreat, so we're going to start pushing up. Because our AI-controlled ally will, and I don't want to leave them all by themselves, because that just seems like a bad idea. So a few units here and there still hanging back. The Sacred Croxagore getting a lovely charge in there, reducing those goblins to smears on the ground. while the battle might seem almost over, there's still plenty of greenskins to... I mean, look at this. There's still like two entire armies still to come into the battlefield. I mean, the balance of power is very firmly in my favour. We've lost barely anyone. They've lost almost 2,000 greenskins. So now pushing up. However, I have forgotten one vital thing. I basically grouped the entire army and went, just kill them, right? Thinking, oh, this battle's basically over. I forgot about Hikwana here, who is, of course, on a pterodon, which means if you tell them to group attack, what he'll do is he'll fly ahead of the main army and just throw himself at the first thing and start meleeing it. Obviously, that's not necessarily a good idea when you are a tiny little skink boy on the back of a very frail dinosaur. So unfortunately, he is going to get thrown deep into combat with a horde of very angry greenskins. So that's fine. It's fine. We're now closing in on sort of like where the main bulk of the reinforcements are still coming into the battlefield. The reinforcements over here have exhausted themselves. You can see a few units, what's left of them anyway, heading back that way. Yeah, so you can see Hikwana there just goes and lands in a horde of Orc Biggins. Now, I don't know if I need to tell you this, but landing in a horde of Orc Biggins, not a good idea for a Skink Priest. Not generally. These guys are summoned in, so I'm not worried about them. But Hikwana here, it's not a good... I mean, there is a lot of Orcs sort of like blobbed up around him. If I had any Winds of Magic, that would be really useful. There's some units just chasing... I think I've noticed that Hikwana''s in trouble at this point. I'm like, oh, shit. So, Hikwana is... Oh, that's so... Oh, no. Hikwana, no! Oh, God. Okay, some piercing bolts are burning. The Croxagore trying to reach Hikwana in time. Are you shattered or just dead? No? I think you might be shattered. I think you might be fleeing. But your sort of banner's disappeared. Well, more and more greenskins are pouring onto the battlefield. Mostly because the ones that are already on the battlefield are dead. Some archers now. The archers are going to be fun because, of course, they'll come onto the battlefield and then they'll go, oh shit, there's enemies right here. So they'll start trying to open fire on us, but that means they won't move, which means they end up all blobbed up like this. And that's obviously good for us because we could do something like, you know, an ion cannon or something. Just stay there, guys. Thank you. Ooh. Yeah, more and more and more and more greenskins just throwing themselves in the battlefield. Our missile units are nearby as well, so now we can just start pounding them with ancient salamanders, razordons. A lot of these greenskins literally coming onto the battlefield, turning around and running away, then being replaced by even more. If only I had more Winds of Magic, this would have been an absolute brutal slaughter. Unfortunately, it looks like most of the reinforcements are going to get away. I'm hoping, though, that was just mostly the Y units. I killed the main army, and that was the Y units. Because I don't necessarily have to kill the Y, I just need to kill the parent army. Did we lose? No, we didn't lose. Didn't lose our Skink Priest. Oh, good. Oh, good. Alright, well, let's take the replenishments. Send those lads scurrying off. I don't think we'll be able to follow up. But I think their wars should be pretty fucked. Let's just make sure we all team up. Just in case they decide to throw everything they've got at us. Spawn kin. Sure. Sure, right, we'll see if we can get you. Oh, if we could just kill off that. I mean, you know, Skarsnik does have armies, but he now only has one settlement. I really feel like Dwarves. Hello. Yeah. I cannot do anything. I've only got 6 allegiance points. They've got no ally missions, and there's no armies nearby to say, for fuck's sake, guys, get your shit together. Oh, you're trying to sneak by, are you? Don't think you're going to be doing that. Interesting that they're not attacking, though. If anything, Skarsnik's forces seem to be going in the opposite direction. Hello there. Oh, you're just... right. Okay, well... a brave attempt. Okay, we've managed to force... oh, Midland's dead. The followers of Nagash are dead. Got Divine Plaque of Protection. Okay, so Grom seems to be doing quite well. But we have managed to force Wurzag back. If we could just... oh, fuck's sake. Dwarves! Dwarves! Got one fucking job! Am I going to have to send someone up there to deal with that? I genuinely think we can take this, so... I think we got this, boys. I mean, worst case, we do as much damage as possible and then get the hell out of Dodge. Oh, that was a good start. So, while our army is safely hidden away in these trees over here, we are going to bombard the ever-living shits out of this little army. Who's it led by? Muncher, the Crusher. So Muncher's army here is pretty light in the missile unit. Department? Category? No, department. I'm going to go with department. And as such, it's ripe for a good, hard bombing. And of course, you know, magical attacks, all that kind of good shit. We've got the Ripperdax, which is hanging back here just in case we need them. Razordon's being spawned in to harass the enemy. God, this would be a fucking nightmare to fight. Honestly, the AI with like a horde of pterodons would just be, oh, so annoying. Oh, God. Unless you were like playing Wood Elves, or Dark Elves, or High Elves, or had like a shit ton of missile units, you would be really not having a good time. So really looking at numbers here, yeah, we've killed a large chunk of their army and damaged. I mean, pretty much every unit is looking a little bit worse for wear. We have now shown our army, so we're now moving up to take the high ground over here. This will get their attention. They will start trying to move in the direction of something they can actually hit. Just harassment all over the place. Every little bit of damage we can do. And then when they start splitting up, we then use the Ripperdactyls to go and hunt down those isolated units and rip them to bits. While our red-crested skinks gets into position. Obviously keep that pressure up. Because the red-crested skinks won't hold for very long. So basically, when the red-crested skinks charge, we need to be ready to basically break the enemy army within about 30 seconds of engagement. So a few units are roaming ahead of the main enemy army. We do have some Orc Boy Biggins and some Stotting Pump Wagons. I do not want either of those charging my Red Crested Skinks, so we'll move the Blessed Croxigor in to blunt them. So we concentrate our fire on that infantry to wear it down as much as possible. Of course, once it's taken a bunch of damage, it'll lose morale. And once, if you can then hit an enemy unit and break it, then it can potentially start a bit of a chain route. We summon in some Razordons to help out here with the Orc Ball Brigands. They charge up, don't get particularly good charge, get stopped by the Croxigor at the last second. So they're kind of struggling there. The Ripperdactyls just mopping up a few units. Get some nice whirlwinds just to help out, do a little bit of extra damage there. Okay, so a lot of these units are already looking fairly unhappy. Their army has taken considerable damage. So the Croxigor's getting sent in. And we've got the Pterodons at the sides, and now the Red Crested Skinks surging down the hill to meet the Greenskins. And now the Ripperdactyl's coming in from behind. You can see Cricket buffing himself up as he comes in to attack. Just overwhelming what's left of the Greenskin army. Got a number of units currently starting to rout, and that's going to cause panic amongst the rest of the Greenskin units, which then causes further routing, and then eventually the entire army should break and run. And with the infantry dealt with, we can then surround the individual large monster units, such as Muncher, and just start wailing away. You see his health going down pretty rapidly. Yeah, he's making a break for it. As are the giants. But those giants are not going to get away. Yes! Cricket. Cricket, you absolute legends. They have very little left. I think we can just get right in there and... Yep, that's acceptable casualties. Valiant defeat, my arse. Let's see. What should we have? I feel like Blade Shield would probably be a good idea for you, to be honest. Because you do tend to get a little bit wrecked. I like the other Trickster shards. I wonder if this... I just like something that's a bit more like... This might be better. I'm going to do this, because that charge bonus, quite good for the Ripperdactyls. If he's leading the Ripperdactyls, that little charge bonus, as they come in... What do they have for charge bonus? 52. Yeah, so... I mean, that'd be pretty good. Little boost there. Okay, I might send Cricket up to actually take out the Pillars of Grungy if these useless dwarf bastards won't do it for me. And it looks like Skarsnik's forces are on the retreat. Can you stab that guy? No, you actually did stab him. Good job. Good job. You're not a failure like the rest. Honestly. Now, the fact these guys are literally, like, falling back is good. Oh, holy shit, you actually succeeded. Good. Jesus. It looks like all of their armies are blobbed down here. It looks like they're all facing me, which means it's... I hope that's going to give the dwarves some time to... Oh, mind you, there is an army up there. I'm hoping this is going to give the dwarves time to get in there. and do some damage. If I attack you, how many armies is that? Is that 2? Okay, that's not too bad. We've got 2 armies. They've got 2 and a bit. They don't. Okay, they do have a Goblin Doom Diver, but that's it. Otherwise, that army isn't that scary. So I'm just going to take that fight. I think we've got this. This is fine. They may have a bunch of reinforcements, but we've dealt with worse. What's this? 4,000? God, barely get out of bed for less than 6,000 these days. Do have a few reinforcements left, but not very much. Getting a nice little whirlwind over there as the enemy infantry blob up around that little bit of terrain. There's some good damage there. Could have potentially done it this way. Potentially done that way. Either way, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Definitely took some chunks out of several of those units. So we've got 1 army deployed here. We've got kind of a little outcropping. Another army deployed here. So we have a bit of a cliff and a bit of a blocker here. So we can't really, you know, we've got an entryway here. There's a little path there. A larger path here. Here, and then open to the rest of the map. So we've got a little bit of defensive positioning, which is fine, and they are coming for us. A few units slipping around the upper edge of this cliff. But we have the Blessed Horned ones, the Pokhopak cohort. Spot those Night Goblins, so we're now sweeping in to deal with them. We do have some Savage Orcs, Savage Orc Biggins, so they do have anti-large. Oh, those Goblins just getting thrown all over the place. Half the unit disintegrating almost immediately. So far, so good. Meanwhile, the enemy general has thrown himself against the Saurus warriors on our left flank. Doing some bombing runs on the greenskins, who look like they're racing up the cliff to try and reinforce their little scouting party, who have been, for the most part, ripped to pieces by our cavalry. Savage Orc Ball Boys getting dueling with those Saurus warriors. In come the Croxagors to help out. The Orc War Boss is fleeing, having had a sound thrashing. And Morgul there is surrounded by Saurus warriors as well. We've pulled out the Cold Ones because we do want them getting surrounded and mashed by Orc Biggins, but we are going to come back because the units that are up on this little hill here should be easily dispatched. We should be able to mop them up. However, we have the Salamanders have come under attack by some Golden Wolf Riders. I'm bringing in Roger to go and say hello there. And the Croxagor have managed to force back the Greenskins, this little choke point, so that could be kind of useful. Elsewhere, there's less spirited attacks on our right flank, where only a few archers and some cavalry are sort of harassing our front line, as well as Thyrus, who's got some goblins to deal with there. The main engagement does seem to be here, at this little choke point, where they are just throwing in units to try and slow our advance. They're throwing in Goblin Archers. That's an interesting choice. Our cavalry taking a little bit of damage, but has, for the most part, managed to wipe out the units up on this little cliff. We do need to bring them down to mop up these archers. The archers are being kind of a problem. Got the Orc War Boss He's still fighting for a minute, and Morglor is making a run for it. Down goes the Orc War Boss, and Morglor also taking a lot of fire here now, literally. Will he get away? Oh, he might do. No, it's not looking good. Just need a couple more shots. 82. Oh, 27. Oh, he's down. He's down. We've managed to break the units trying to push through this choke point, and our forces are now pushing back against the greenskins. Some summoned in Razordons there getting picked off, but again, don't really care about that. A few units of Saurus roving ahead of the main army, and Plunk there getting stuck in. He does like to get stuck in, bless him. Got some Stockling pump wagons rolling in from reinforced. I don't think they have much left. I think this is just some Stockling pump wagons and a few units of archers and shit. Looking at the troop counts, they brought over 4,000 greenskins to battle, but it looks like they're going to leave with significantly less. However, we have to, like, the push can be risky, because you're trying to micro a lot of units at the same time. Like the Pokropak cohort got into a sticky situation, didn't notice. They took a lot of damage there. And that can happen. If you're not paying attention, like as you push forwards, unit can get surrounded by rallying enemies, and then, you know, you end up in a tough position. The best method is just to hold back and let them come to you. Or to use your cavalry units, who are obviously much faster. But the Lizardmen don't really have missile units, so can't really rely on them to do that. And we don't actually have a lot of cavalry, so we're having to move our infantry forward. Maybe I should get more cavalry. I do like the horned ones. However, it looks like army losses are about to take effect. And the greenskins are fleeing. Right, I think we got these greenskins on the run. He says, famous last words. If we can attack that. Okay, we'll bring you up. And then we hit this. We hit this with... Oh, is that okay? It says low casualties. Oh, that's okay. Right, don't go in a stupid place. That is fine. Okay, everyone just... I need... Need to just scooch everyone up. All hunkered together. Okay. Just because there's a lot of... I mean, I don't think there's any one army there is not a problem. It's just if they have more stuff to throw at us. I don't think they do, though. I think we should be okay, he says, apart from obviously, you know, this.
No, I blame you.
And this.
Reptiles and serpents share ancestry. Maybe we have common cause.
Kalida, I know you like snakes, but you do realise you're not actually a snake, right? You do realise that. I'm just worried because you seem to think you are a snake. It's a bit weird, to be honest. Who's strength rank 1? Broken Axe. Yeah, that's... Yeah, I mean, that does make sense. Okay, I think this is fine. If the dwarves can just finish off the Pillars of Grungy, we should be good. I'm not going to worry about what's going on down here. I don't need to worry about it, really. It looks like we have lost a couple of settlements up here. But maybe Miao Ying's got it covered. How much money are we making? 25,000. Yeah, so we're not losing any money. No settlement we lose is actually having any actual effects. Because we've got enough. Okay, let's get you boys in there. You'll be good to go in one turn. And Gorok is heading down to deal with the vampires. Once we've managed to knock out, and to be honest, I really must kill these guys. So, do I think I'll mop this up and then I'll go and grab this. At that point, Rakarth has just got a few settlements left over. He is actually moving north again. So he might retake all of this. Not that that's a real major issue for me, because, you know, our primary objective is to wipe out the greenskins, and so far so good. Skarsnik's down to 1 settlement. Wurzag looks like he has taken an absolute beating. Where's Wurzag on the old... He's strength rank 5. Pitiful. Absolutely pitiful. So, I think if we can break past this last... It's like all the remnants of the armies we've defeated have fallen back to this area. So now we've kind of got our boys v all of their boys. And what I'd actually prefer is to probably get them into one big fight. Because if we can smash through that, effectively at that point we could split up and start just grabbing all of these settlements. Especially with Cricket on his way to help as well. Having successfully defeated that Azhag army. And there doesn't seem to be any Azhag army. Well, I say there's not one near me. They are heading south, but that's something else to worry about. If we can take out Skarsnik and Wurzag, then, you know, we're halfway there. Living on a prayer. That's going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.